Hi learners, welcome back to my YouTube channel Psychology Globe. I am Simran and I hope you all are doing well. So today we are going to start a fresh topic named sleep. So we need not to define sleep in literal terms because we all know what sleep is. But yes, from an informational and psychological point of view, sleep is a biological and circadian rhythm. Biological rhythm is something which cannot be avoided. Now, we all human beings, we need to sleep after every 24 hours. We need an efficient and proper sleep in order to function well. So, it is a biological rhythm, that is, it is unavoidable. For example, in certain countries, this is used as a method of torture that the prisoners, they are not allowed to sleep until they don't speak the required truth. But they do not even realize that they slip into micro sleeps of certain seconds. This clearly establishes that sleep is an unavoidable cycle. Now, sleep is a circadian rhythm in human beings. Every animal they have a different requirement of sleep. Human beings, they require a proper sleep every 24 hours. Yes, there might be exceptions. There might be people who function very well even after not sleeping for 1.5 or 2 days. But the average time period for good sleep is 24 hours, and a human being needs about, an average adult needs about 8 hours of sleep in every 24-hour cycle. Now let's understand how the process of sleep, it arises in our brain. So our brain has a very tiny organ named hypothalamus. Hypothalamus is further having a tiny division known as suprachiasmatic nucleus. Now, suprachiasmatic nucleus, it secretes a supplement known as melatonin. Now, melatonin is released as daylight fades. So, whenever we are in a dim room or naturally the daylight has gone, then melatonin will be released and it suppresses the neurons that help us to stay awake. But melatonin is not the only thing which causes sleep. There are other factors also. There are certain neurotransmitters which are responsible for sleep, for example serotonin, and our external factors, they also affect sleep. For example, if we are in a brightly lit room, then we may not feel as sleepy as we may feel while sitting in a dimly lighted room. And there are eating habits also that affect sleep. For example, if we are taking caffeine, then if we are high on coffee or high on any drug, even when the daylight fades, then the secretion of melatonin will be suppressed. So before we discuss the stages of sleep, we need to understand what are sleep waves and what are the two basic classifications of sleep, that is rapid eye movement and non-rapid eye movement. Rapid eye movement sleep is very light sleep under which our eyeballs move, our voluntary muscles, they are inhibited, and we are trying to sleep or we are under very light stage of sleep. Non-rapid eye movement is when we slip into deep sleep, and this stage is not characterized by a lot of dreaming. Dreaming, it usually happens in rapid eye movement stage, and under non-rapid eye movement stage, we make many voluntary movements in sleep that we do not even realize about. Now, what are waves? So, waves basically means the electrical activity of brain that we measure while sleeping, and they are measured with the help of a device known as electroencephalogram, and the graph on which they are plotted, that is known as a electroencephalograph. So there are 4 kind of waves that have been discovered with respect to sleeping. The first are beta waves. Beta waves is when we are slightly active and we are trying to sleep. Next is alpha waves. They are when we start getting a little drowsy. Theta is very light sleep when we are sleeping, and delta waves is when we get ourselves pushed into deep sleep. Now with respect to these waves, we are having three kinds of stages of sleep. The first stage is N1, that is light sleep. Now under this stage, the alpha waves, they make an exit and the theta waves, they set in. So theta waves are not established in this stage, they just set in. And in this stage, a person might even not realize that they were sleeping if they are awaked by some noise or if they are awaked by some person. And this is the stage under which a person might experience hallucinations or hypnagogic images. And this stage is also characterized by a very popular phenomenon known as hypnic jerk. So what is a hypnic jerk? At times when we are sleeping, we feel a slight jerk and we feel a sensation of falling. So that is known as hypnic jerk. So hypnic jerk, although its causes are still not established, but hypnic jerk is a phenomenon of the first stage of sleep, that is light sleep. Now next is N2 stage, that is also known as sleep spindles. So under sleep spindles, a person starts moving towards delta waves and the theta waves have been properly established, and this is the stage which is usually characterized by dreaming. Now the third and the last stage is N3. N3 is when delta waves set in and the person is in deep sleep. Now delta wave, it is the stage of sleep that provides us complete rest, and delta wave, that is the stage under which the growth hormones are released, and this is the reason why children and why adolescents, they sleep more than as compared to the adults. So this was all about the introduction to the topic of sleep. In the next video, I'll be discussing various sleep disorders that can affect the functioning of human mind and body. If you find this video useful, please like and share it, and also subscribe to my channel. Till then, goodbye, take care. Thank you.